Hey guys, 828 Find Adventure here. I'm going to show you how to run a wire into the cab of a Toyota Tundra while I install a new Weboost antenna right there. The other one I had, I kind of snapped off. It didn't break the wire or anything, but it broke the little place where it screws together. So I broke the threads off, can't use it anymore. I've used that Weboost antenna for a while since it was on my Tacoma. So I upgraded the antenna and I'll be mounting this on the roof. I've got a Rhino rack antenna mount that you can adjust to different angles, and that will allow me to fold it down between the load bars. Let me show you that real quick. Right here, you can see this, and you can pull this little pin out and then adjust it. Let me show you that. Okay, so what I do is I pull this and I can tilt this up like that, and then the antenna will be straight up, or I can turn it at an angle like that and have it at like maybe a 30-degree angle, and then I can also just turn it down like this and have it horizontal between my load bars. That way I can load things on top of the truck, you know, if I need to. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you how to run the wire into the cab, because that's something I discovered that's really makes it easy when I was putting in the storage system under the back seat. So let's go do that. So installing the Weboost, the high gain mobile antenna, is pretty easy and self-explanatory. It's just like a CB antenna. Just the wire is smaller and the little connectors are smaller. So anyhow, in the box, what we get is some directions, piece of foam. You get this little spring-loaded piece that gives it some flex. I took mine last time, as you can see, I just used some shrink wrap to cover it and make it black. I just like the black color better. And this is I think all stainless. It didn't rust that much. I did get a little bit of surface rust on there, but it didn't rust up too bad. So I think it's just stainless steel. Here we have some Loctite, another little piece that is already in black, which is nice. Some stainless bolts, some little connectors. Okay, so it also comes with a mount, and it's made of aluminum with some just regular galvanized 4-bolt system. It's very lightweight, and you can bolt this to the looks like it'll fit like round or square load bars on a roof rack, or if you need to connect this to a mirror, if you're driving a semi or a school bus type truck. You could probably mount this all different ways, and I probably could have removed the hardware and used this one on the 1020 load bars that I have, that actually are 80/20, as you want to call it. That's kind of the global term for the aluminum on my roof rack. I could have done that, but I'm not. I'm just gonna use what I got from a Rhino rack. So the antenna, here it is right here. It's basically plastic. It's in an octagon shape. I can't tell if those threads are metal or if they're plastic. I hope they hold up. They feel like they're metal. Same cable, same connector. It's like 12 feet of cable. And then you've got some extension arms right here. You've got one that looks to be about 18 inches and one that's, I'm not sure. You know what? Let's measure those. Okay. So we have one here that measures, yep, 18. And the other one is 14 inches. So, you know, you can decide what you want to do. Some people use them both and they stack them all up so it's really high. I don't plan on being out on any BLM land anytime soon where I would need that. There is a few places where I need it, but it hasn't mattered how tall the antenna was. It gave me one bar, and that was perfect, so I could, you know, surf the web and do whatever I needed to do. So I'm going to get this thing partially assembled. I'm going to use the 14-inch long piece. Seems to I think that'll be a decent length for me. I'm also out of this bag of parts. I'm going to use this little black piece because I don't like shiny stuff. So this piece here gives you a place to snake the cable out. So this goes at the bottom. Alright, so it goes like that. Then you will feed the wire down through here and out this opening. So I need to cut these off. You will need to take this little red rubber cap off the cable. Okay, so this is the first thing I do here. So I'm going to feed this down here, and I'm going to fish it out. Just like that. Do you see that? So you can see how it's coming out this hole right here. Now I'm not putting Loctite in here where I tighten it together because I might be, you know, adjusting the sides of this later, and I don't want to have to fight with that. So now we've got it fed through. We got the antenna up. Okay. Now let me untwist this cable here. Straighten it out a little bit. Okay, and there we have it. Does have a little bit of flex on it. I think we'll be good to go. What do you guys think? Do you think I should shorten that? Let me, let's see here. So this is 7.5. So if I go 7.5 above that, it'll still be okay. Sorry, I kind of skipped ahead. I'll show you here what I did. Right there, since this is the Rhino rack tilting antenna mount, you can see there I bolted the antenna. I used a split washer to hold it. I did shorten the antenna. I'll show you to make it this tall. I didn't want it to be too tall. I've already knocked one off before. So there we go. Let me show you at an angle here. I'm going to zip tie these cables up. So right here, we get this little cable in here and use some of these, and I'm gonna snip that off there. So from here, you can follow the cable runs right here through the slot, through my corner of my rack here, and it's gonna run down here between the cab and my topper. Now we'll get to that point and I'll show you that. So between my cab and topper, I don't know if you can see these little clips I put in there. I put them about every 3 to 4 inches. And here's the cable. These latch down really easy. Okay, so as you can see here, we have all these little pieces that run down. We have the cable snapped in. Those pieces again are these little clips. I will put a link under the video in the description to these little wire clips. They work great in all weather conditions. And after you get this run down here with these clips, it's gonna run at like a 45-degree angle behind the cab. It's gonna be about where the drive shaft is, even with the drive shaft, and go under the cab and come up right through this hole. Toyota was nice enough to put this nice grommet there. So that's pretty convenient. And we will bring the cable up through that. I will feed it through this grommet, which you can use like an ice pick or something like that to poke a hole through, or maybe a screwdriver. Don't make the hole too big in the grommet. You want it to fit really tight so no weather or anything like that gets up, or exhaust gets up through it. But other than that, let's start feeding that wire. And if I have any play in that wire underneath the car, I'm also going to use some zip ties to secure it up there. But I will leave that up to you. I have a camper topper on here, and you might not. You might run it a different way behind the bed, but I'm just showing you this because this is a great place to run wires. If you need to run some pods out the back and you want to run a switch to the cab or anything like that. So just to let y'all know it's there. There's the back of the cab. And as you can see, here's the drive shaft, and you can see right there the grommet hole. And I ran the cable up above the bar here that's above the gas tank. Should do just fine. That's what I did last time. Again, there's the grommet hole where it comes out above the drive shaft, right where the two drive shafts are coupled together. All right, so here we have all the wire that's come up. A little bit of excess, but that's okay. So you can see right here, it's coming out of the hole. I'm going to remove this little red cap protecting that. And I'm going to get it to go through there. Make sure you put it on the right way when you do it. Here you go. And I've got this hole small, so it's really tight. Slide that grommet down. We're going to put that grommet, make sure it's in there really well. There we go. I've cut a little hole in the carpet here so it doesn't interfere with my storage box. I can bring that out. Bring it around the back of the seat hinge. I don't want any damage there. Any excess you can just kind of tuck up in there. You get that. You don't want it to interfere with the hinge at all or it'll cut the cable. There we go. Right up through that grommet and around. I got some excess cable here if I ever want to use this on another vehicle or whatever. I'm going to save it, of course. All right, next step. The next step is replacing the my little storage container here. It goes in really well. I love this thing. I did a whole video, a very detailed video on the install of this 3-bin storage piece that goes under the back seat of the Tundra Crew Max. You should check that out. This thing is super handy. And what have I got in here? Oh, a piece of metal rattling around. So this is just very sturdy, fits really well. And there we go. Now we have the cable here coming in. Put the Weboost in there and all that. I've got it so I can take it out when I need to, because you don't want anyone stealing this. All right, I'm going to remove that little red cap. There's my Weboost. Here's the little cable. I'm going to plug that in. I'm going to turn some power on. See if I get the green light. Man, it's hot out here. Here we go. We got the green light. Oh, now it's flashing. So let's see here. There we go. Now we got a steady green. That's what we want. Let me go ahead and stand that up the way I like it. I'm going to do it like that. I can also fold it down like that. I like it like this. Perfect. Maybe this time I won't knock it off. But anyhow, there we go. I'm happy with that. Well guys, I hope you liked that video of me replacing the Weboost antenna on the roof rack of my truck and running the cable, most importantly, running the cable into the cab. When I installed the storage bin under the back seat of my truck, I discovered there was a grommet there. I removed it and could see it was just an opening right to the bottom of the truck. And what a perfect place to run wires, whether you're running lights to your rear bumper or to the back of your camper topper, or just any type of electrical stuff you want to run to the back. It's a perfect place to do that, and a great place to run like a switch or whatever you need to do. Well, I hope you got something out of it. I'll put some links under the video in the description to the other videos of like installing the storage box and different things, including the Rhino rack antenna mount, the swivels, and just different things. So check those out, do your research. This will kind of help point you in a direction, and I hope this video and others really help y'all out. And just if you don't do the exact same thing, I hope it helps you make up your mind, or I don't know, spawn some innovation, so you take on these things yourself and come up with your own ideas. That's why I'm making these videos. I'm not a mechanic, I'm just working with my hands and trying to do it myself. Again, please check out my other videos, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I will see you next time. See ya.